Hi there, it's Lucy from Mind Food. Welcome to the plot. I thought I'd bring us along here so that you could have another little look around, see what's going on. You can see the dome in the background, you can see the vines that are starting to bud up. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the loquat tree. Not many people know that when they first come to us. Has some amazing fruit later in the year. And this session is really all about picking and harvesting, and that's about savouring a moment when something's gone well. And in terms of plants, when a plant does well, you don't say that it has achieved its goals, and in well-being terms we're sort of the same. So really, when a plant does well, you just enjoy it and hope that you'll be able to do the same all over again, or that it'll be able to bring you as much pleasure next year. And in well-being terms, it's exactly the same. It's about noticing when something's going well and just taking a moment to acknowledge that and possibly even learn from it so that you can build on it. So I hope you've enjoyed all the gardening metaphors. So now let's show you around the plot so you can see what's ready to harvest now. So this is an incredibly generous crop. It's rainbow chard. We've mentioned it a few times, I think. Quite a few people get slightly confused with rhubarb, but this looks very different in terms of the actual leaf and the length of stalk. And also rhubarb doesn't really grow in these high, spiky spires. In terms of what's ready to pick right now, we've got these amazing globe artichokes. They're incredibly structural plants, and because they're perennial, they just keep coming back year after year and giving us these great globes, which I have to say are pretty delicious with garlic and, well, mostly butter. Maybe that's just me. Also ready today, we've got some beautiful chives. The chive flowers are lovely sprinkled on a salad, and they can add a little bit of colour, and of course the chives are great for adding a touch of onion flavour to anything like mashed potato or that sort of thing. So this is a colourful little corner. This is a whole square that's dedicated to wild flowers, almost like weeds. And actually some of these flowers that we see, we've been weeding them out of vegetable patches, but in here they're celebrated in their own right as great attractors of pollinators, so butterflies and bees. And I think I might pick some for a nice little posy to take home. So lots of the herbs that we grow are perennials, and so they just keep coming back for more. We don't have to do much to look after those, and this sage looks very happy with its position. So yes, what we do is we keep pruning it back to let new, young, vibrant growth come through. I've got this lovely rosemary. This is a creeping rosemary, so it kind of falls, sort of lolls down the side of the spiral wall. Lovely. Smells divine. Apparently rosemary is very good for your memory, which I think I better pick some straight away. And last but not least, I'm hoping you'll be able to catch sight of some broad beans. They're our first ones of the year, pretty much ready to harvest, so that'll be a great treat and a real sign that summer's well on its way. The garlic's doing well, a tad weedy, but well on its way. We don't think we'll harvest this quite yet. We gave a pull at one of the stems, and actually the bulb hasn't swelled in the way you'd expect from a garlic bulb, so we're going to give those a little bit longer and keep watering those and clear away the weeds so that they don't steal from our garlic. And then our vines are doing so well. These are amazing vines. What we have to do is we have to prune them back at the beginning of the year to almost nothing, and then just prioritise a few new shoots for the coming year. And the idea is that you prioritise a few branches so that you can get big bunches of grapes. So you can see already that those grapes are starting to come. What an amazing sight for a London plot. Lots of people actually grow grapes around here, but actually I think most people would be surprised just how successful the growing is in London. And how about these beautiful flowers? They're strawberry plants, and each flower is a strawberry waiting to be. You can just see down in the left hand corner the first strawberries starting to appear. How exciting.